Good morning. Shabbat Hagadol is the last of the special Shabbatot before the festival of Pesach. It is this Shabbat. In terms of the Torah reading, we will read Parsha Tzav, the second portion of the book of Leviticus. But the novelty is in the reading of the Haftarah. The Haftarah is from the prophet Malachi, who will announce the coming of Eliyahu Hanavi, who himself will be the precursor, introductory element, factor, and prophet before the Messianic era. So we can see that Passover, with its message of human liberation, antecedes that wonderful era that is going to be the Messianic era. So obviously in that era, we will have freedom for everyone. And it is amazing to me how we are walking into this 21st century and we still hear places where people are subjugated by wrong leaders, subjugated by their own personal vices, subjugated by forces inside or outside of them. And here comes Pesach trying to liberate us. The word Mitzrayim, in its core, has the word tsar, in a sense of being a sense of narrowness. We're trying to get out of that monotony, narrowness, prison, if you will, of the soul, of the body, of the situation, and trying to liberate ourselves. And we do it in the company of others. Pesach is never thought to be a private, self-reflective holiday like Rosh Hashanah or Yom Kippur is, but rather a holiday in which we join forces with others in that sense of communal and populist liberation. And Judaism takes liberation in a very specific way. We go free out of Egypt to serve God. We could translate that as we go free out of Egypt to live by a code of law and ethics where everybody's respected, where there's no more slaves. We are going to be free only to be subjugated to a superior kind of law that makes life livable, that makes life more fair for people. That is the concept of freedom in Judaism. Not an endless party like in Achashverosh in the Purim story in the book of Esther, but rather a liberation that will give us a framework in which we can live and relate to one another. Once we are liberated and once we acquire the sense of freedom in Pesach, we count 49 days towards the moment in which we will receive the Torah. So these two Chagim, Pesach and Shavuot, are connected. We can't have Pesach alone. We have to have Pesach with the power, the liberating power, in a sense, of the law that makes life more livable. And that is going to be represented in the giving of the Ten Commandments. It's a very interesting and different way in which we remember liberation in our tradition. And I wish you the most joyous Pesach, Kasher v'Sameach. I know it's going to be more difficult this year than, not last year, but the year before that because of COVID-19. But hopefully we'll be going to that liberation from this illness as well. I wish you season Pesach, Kasher v'Sameach with your family on Zoom, presential. We will have a second Seder here, and we hope to begin a new era of more social gathering, weather permitting, and also COVID-19 permitting. Until then, let me wish you a Shabbat Shalom, and at the very end of Shabbat, a Chag Sameach, Kasher v'Sameach for Passover. Take care. Bye-bye.